from 𝗨𝗣𝗏𝗧𝗏, and in this video we'll be going over an update for DXY. I'll just go through monthly all the way down to the 4-hour time frame, as we are nearing the end of the month. So I would just like to set some narrative right and see where the month expecting where the monthly candle might close. So starting off with the monthly time frame, I did do an update recently, and you can go check that out. We did mark out these value area highs that that were taken. So just a little bit to do with the volume profile side of things. I might actually get the VPVR and see if it comes up. On DXY, traditionally it just never wants to show up. Yeah, see, that doesn't work, but that's okay. Just studying price action, we did see that we have no close below this low. We had a massive sweep in here in July, and then August, September, and now we are about to close an up close candle for October as well. And one more thing we can note, that now we are significantly closing above the above that swing point high, and also above we did sweep above the September's high, and we have snapped back below into that range again. So at the moment I might actually expect a reversal down into once we close and see what this fair value gap ends up being like. But I'll mark out this as our order block, so I'll just move that from dotted to, so this will be my monthly order block that I might expect price to mitigate, eventually come down, and oh, that was not the right key to press. There we go. So yeah, I'm expecting either we come down into the order block and then be impulse away, and I'm expecting this fair value gap to get filled all the way up in there. But yeah, we'll just see what price does. But this order block at this moment is marked out on these two down close candles, and we also have a fair value gap once we have a closure of this body on the monthly time frame. So that's formed right in there. So that will basically be our two important zones. And if we start to reach for the highs, then the initial point or the first indication will be somewhere around 107.348, but we'll see. So that's what I have so far on the monthly time frame. Let's drop down into the lower time frame. I'll just move these lines over so they don't extend over, and actually I'll go and we'll just lock it so they don't move around. So there we go, weekly time frame. So these are our monthly times. These are our monthly areas that we marked out. So this was the high that we did sweep. Weekly we did a little chop, and then now we are just somewhere around the premium of this expansion range basically. And right now we are forming a swing point in these two areas. So swing high will be indicated this as a range high at this point, and this is then confirmed low. So we'll just mark that. Okay, there we go. So that will be our swing range low on the weekly time frame. And looking at the 50% of that, we're just looking at that. We are at this point in the premium of the range. So let's drop down into the 4-hour time frame from the weekly, and let's see. There we go. So 4-hour time frame looks like we are at the moment impulsing into the value area high of the created swing, but at the same time we have failed to sweep above the highs here. So that can become our first point of drawn liquidity if price wants to continue impulsing up into this fair value gap. So that's our second area of interest. And so we may see some decent reversals down from there in here, and this area was also not tapped. So we'll just mark that as our fair value gap. There we go on the 4-hour time frame, and we are definitely in the premium. And then pullback phases can begin once we have mitigated those areas somewhere in here. Sweep up high, may even go up to that, and then we start impulsing down, or we may start seeing a reaction but to take any short entries, we will have to see displacement confirmation, and once price starts to build back up into that and starts to displace, that can be our confirmation entry. Until then, everything will just still be in a bullish price action because we are forming higher lows, and we have one bullish move to the upside into this buy side liquidity and into this fair value gap. This can also be formed as our failure swing because this is the swing that pushed price down significantly, took this lows out, and then price pushed back away into this wick or the rejection block, and then price pushed back down again, took the lows out, and then gave us this swing at this point. So looking at the overall time frame, we have bullish narrative. We do have a weekly fair value gap that we want to get filled, but we'll see what the lower time frames will be doing. So this is the area that we marked out on the monthly time frame. So this was basically price impulsed up, but and then we snap back down. So we did not close. We have pushed back down into the range. So we'll see what the monthly candle looks like. If we start to close above it, we may start to push away into the higher ranges. If not, from there we can see. So these areas can become our reversal points on DXY. And yeah, we did have some decent area of sweep here. So we are forming some lower lows. At the same time, we are forming some higher lows, but we do see we have a breaker structure around here. So price has basically taken out this, but didn't close with conviction on the upside. And we have a lot of wicks in there, and then we did push down. We did mitigate this area, and then we snap again into this order block. We have fair mitigation of this order block that began the push up into the buy side. So we may see this lower higher low be put in, and then we can pull back down, mitigate, and then continue up. Or if we start to break below this low, then any pullback into this range can lead us right back into this balanced price range. If not, if it starts to impulse up, then we have these two areas marked out. So we'll play with what we have in front of us and see what price does. Until then, this is what my take on DXY is so far. So feel free to leave a comment down below, and please check out our links for our sponsors, BingX. You do get discounts on deposits, and the referral links are down in the description. So yeah, have a look, and until then, take care. I'll speak to you guys next time.